So we'll start with, who are you?
Alright, my name is Kieran Klein, and I'm also known as OmniXV0 on my gamer tag. I am the creator of the game UNTUMBRA, which is the game I'm being interviewed for, as well as many other titles you can find on both my Newgrounds and my website.
Alright.
And I make games with all the original programming, art, sound design, animations, writing, and so on. And I plan on starting my own company, Omni Entertainment, in the near future.
That sounds really cool. Can you tell me a little bit about UNTUMBRA? Like, why does it exist and what kind of game is it?
So the name of my game is called UNTUMBRA, and it comes from the word Antumbra. And the word means the outer part of a solar eclipse, away from the umbral shadow. And I chose this because it takes place in a dark land that's illuminated by a dark star that looks similar to a solar eclipse.
Okay. So what kind of game are you trying to build?
I'm trying to build a 2D top-down arcade arena survival type of game where you can do multiple action elements at once.
Okay. Who would you say the game is meant for audience-wise?
Audience-wise, I think it's meant for people who like to compete for a high score, and people who just like action elements in general.
Yeah. What would you say, like, the game is at its core?
At its core, the game is about survival. So the name of my character is called the Survivor, and he's the last of his kind, trying to make a last stand against these monsters with advanced technology that have invaded his homeland.
Okay. What feeling do you think players should walk away with after completing or, like, beating the tutorial or whatever?
I think players should walk away with a sense of accomplishment, because every time after they get a game over, they'll realize that the Survivor tried to protect his people, even if his end was inevitable.
Okay. What mechanic have you developed or used that you're most proud of?
I'm most proud of the mechanic that involves dashing and swinging at the same time. Okay. Because in other games like Hyper Light Drifter that have similar mechanics, which this game takes a lot of inspiration from, you can't do that. And I think it's very unique for the overall experience.
Yeah, that sounds cool. What's been your most difficult design decision so far in development?
Most difficult design decision would really just have to be choosing to make the dash and swing play at the same time, because I would have to learn how the player animation tree works. I made the game in Godot, and I would also have to create these two sets of player animations in the animation library, one for swinging before dashing and swinging after dashing.
Yeah.
And it's pretty complicated.
That does sound complicated, actually. What would you say has changed the most from the early concept to now?
What's changed the most is really the upgrade system for the weapon, because there used to be a concept where you would collect an item that would make your weapon more powerful, and then you would collect an upgrade to make it even stronger. And I decided to get rid of that because I thought it would make the gameplay inconsistent, since you're fighting the same enemies at the same during the entirety of the gameplay. And I believe that using a timer-based system is a lot better, because now the upgraded slash dash or shoot abilities will go away after a few seconds.
Okay.
And you could pick up those items again after defeating enemies and after they drop items.
So they're more like power-ups rather than full upgrades?
Right.
Okay. What has surprised you, like, the most during development?
One aspect that really surprised me was the fact that the healing feature worked without much testing. Because after your health bar goes down a little bit, you would hold a button to heal and it would replenish the whole thing. And you would need to make it so that after you run out of heals, you couldn't heal anymore until you collected a new healing item. And I used the same concept for the shockwave ability.
Okay. What do you hope to have completed between now and the end of our semester here?
I plan to have the boss enemy completed. It might have more than one attack, though, so it's probably going to take a long time to make.
Yeah.
But so far, I'm going to implement that one attack and see how it works.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming chatting with us.
Thank you.